Hey, 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 everybody. Welcome to Hot and Rich, a show about celebrities. I'm your host, Kate Raft. It's Horny Friday, June 26th, 2020. Hey, Jack. How you doing?
I'm fine. That's a lovely looking drink you got there, although that ice is a little bit cloudy.
Yes, well, you know, don't worry about that part. It's not the clearest ice, but it's a great, fancy little cocktail that I've made myself. Shall we go through the ingredients?
Please.
Okay. Mint leaf. Chic. Lime slice. Fancy, fun, flirty.
Flirty?
A little bit of club soda. A little bit of tequila. And a couple splashes of ginger beer. We've got ourselves kind of a mule, kind of a fun, flirty summer cocktail. What do you think, Jack? Is it fun or is it flirty or is it both?
I think it's a fun... I don't know how flirty it is. I don't know how flirty...
You don't think this is a flirty cocktail?
I don't know how
it's
flirty...
It's in a mini mason jar.
I am not sure how flirty it is.
You don't think this is a flirty cocktail? You don't even know how to flirt. You've been married for like too long at this point. Years even.
I don't think that's flirty.
When was last time you flirted? Trick question. There's no right answer.
There's no right answer?
Yeah.
I flirt every day with my beautiful and wonderful wife.
Damn it. There is a right answer. And absolutely you're lying because you don't flirt with me every day. What the fuck? That would actually be weird.
I have my own method and way of flirting.
It would be weird if Jack flirted with me every day.
I have my own method and way of flirting.
No. Okay, it's Horny Friday, everybody. I hope you're all having a good Horny Friday. This is the day of the week. It's famously the last day of the work week, and it's the day of the show that we have a fun, flirty cocktail. Sometimes it's wine, but today it's a fun, flirty cocktail. Should we name there's something gross in my drink. Should I try to get it out?
Not so flirty anymore.
I got it.
Is it cloudy ice?
No.
Are you picking out the cloudy ice?
No. Just a bit of residue. It's gone now. I think it's good. It's pretty bubbly and fun and I think flirty. Yum. Yum. I think it was just a bit of the mint leaf that came off. This is a really good cocktail. Really good. I would say it's about a shot and a half of tequila. Shot and a half of tequila.
That's a lot of tequila.
What should we call it? The hot and rich? The hot and rich official cocktail, maybe? What do you think? The hot and rich official cocktail. Not catchy, not clever. Doesn't have to do with what's in the cocktail.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like this suggestion.
Not that good.
David Lynch in the chat says the Braff. Should we call this the Braff? I feel like Zach Braff would drink this. He would ask Florence if she wants one too, and she'd be like, no, it's okay. I don't feel like drinking today. I wasn't going to get into this, but speaking of Florence Pugh, she did a whole post on her Instagram today about how awful sorry she is. She's so sorry about how she braided her hair once, and it she meant to do a tutorial of the look of shaving the side of your head, but she just braided it. And she said that when she did that, it was kind of looked like cornrows, and she said it was cultural appropriation, and she apologized for it today. But the funny thing about it is that it happened when she was 17 and not famous, so no one knew about it. I think it's...
Why did she bring it up?
I don't know. I don't know. She wrote a long apology for doing, culturally appropriative hairstyle, but there's no one was really calling her out for it. It's just she's getting ahead of it. Maybe maybe she's worried someone at her school has a picture. I don't know. Her apology was it sounded like she was sobbing as she was writing it. I was you were 17 and you did a tone deaf hairstyle. It's okay, Florence. Wipe those tears away. We're all learning and growing here. Florence Pugh. I mean, I'm not the one to forgive her for that, I guess. I'm also a white woman. But I just,
But you offer your forgiveness.
I don't.
You forgive her. You're willing to
my
give her another
God.
chance.
Jack. Yeah, how old was Zach Braff when Florence Pugh was 17?
Mid-30s?
Yeah, like a full-on adult. Okay, let's do it. Let's do a segment of the show that I like to call Horny Friday Hot Seconds. Take talk. Take talk.
For the lower third.
Okay,
Here's a call out that
this
I'm
is Hot
typing.
Seconds. This is the part of the show where we do topics that we don't want to go that deep into. We're just going to cover them for a hot second. Okay. Ashley Benson and G-Eazy went on a sponsored hand-holding walk. That's right. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm almost positive G-Eazy and Ashley Benson called the paparazzi and got paid by Core water bottles to do this paparazzi hand-holding walk, because they're both like holding like labels out, matching bottles of this brand of bottled water.
Looks like very refreshing water.
It has to be Spawn. It has to be Spawn. It has to be Spawn. I don't believe in a world where they did this for free. You know? I don't believe it. I refuse to believe. Call me naive. Call me jaded. As long as you're calling me. Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck. Ben. Ooh, buff arms fleck. Buff peck
Very
fleck.
clever. Very clever.
Ben Pecs fleck. Afpex.
Pex man.
Yeah, there we go. Ben Afpex. Afpex. He's been working out, is what I'm trying to say. There's a picture of him with Ana de Armas and his son, who's like, you can't see the sun. The sun is like walking in front of them, and it looks like he has like a big hat over his head, like a page boy hat, and a giant mask. Ben and Anna, no masks whatsoever. They're not taking precautions. And Anna's like going out to lunch with her friends, by the way. There's paparazzi pics of that. I didn't pull it, but like, you know, lots of mask-free moments. And listen, I get it. How are you going to get those paparazzi pics taken if they can't tell who you are? But I still think you should wear a mask. Just wear a mask.
He should wear the Batman helm.
Yeah. What?
Well, then everyone would know who he is.
Helm?
Never mind.
What? This is a show about celebrities, Jack.
I know.
Not nerd shit. Whatever that is.
Batman's a celebrity.
Who's Batman?
Did you hear about Chris Kattan?
No.
He caught COVID. It's on his Instagram right now.
No.
His results are like the same as ours, but it says positive.
Is he okay?
Well, he's got COVID.
Oh my God. That's a lot to take in. You're watching my real raw reaction. Wow. Chris Kattan. I just got a frog in my throat. I'm going to pass out.
I didn't know it upset you this much.
Well, everybody knows I just read Chris Kattan's memoir just a few months ago, so I feel like I know the guy. It's a great memoir. There's a really weird story in it where he kind of alleges that Lorne Michaels made him have sex with Amy Heckerling. Great memoir. I hope Kattan recovers. Kattan. Wow. My heart goes out to ya. All right. Alia Shawkat broke her silence on the Brad Pitt stuff. She did an interview with Vulture. She's got the new season of Search Parties out, or it's coming out. I think it's out. And so she's doing a lot of press, and she said, quote, "We're not dating, we're just friends," end quote. She also said a bunch of other stuff that, frankly, I'm not going to report on because I didn't care that much about it. You know? You know? Speaking of Horny Friday, Janelle Monáe is hot and doing kind of a sultry staying at home photo shoot for Gay Letter magazine. So I just thought I would, put this out there into the world. In the first picture, she's topless, but she's kind of like hiding her boobs while brushing her teeth, which I like. I like this photo shoot. She's fucking hot, okay? She's hot. She's hot. And then in the next picture, she has her hair covering her boobs and the blanket's also covering her boobs. She's got some very chic armpit hair. It's a great photo shoot, and I just wanted to give you all the gift of me talking about this in honor of Horny Friday. So there you go. Sophia Lorazepam in the chat says there's a baby next to her in the bed.
It's a person. I don't know if it's a baby.
I don't think that's a baby. I think that's like a adult. Is it a baby? Does she even have a baby? I don't think she has a baby. If there is a baby in the bed, I take back everything I said about. I don't want to be sexualizing a photo shoot with a baby in it. I don't think it's a baby. I don't think it's a baby. And our last hot second is Kanye's doing a line for Gap. He announced it today. It's going to be men's clothing, women's clothing, kids' clothing. He released a bunch of tweets about it today. Didn't he used to work at Gap? Doesn't he have a song on College Dropout about him like getting fired from the Gap? Do you remember that, Jack? You don't?
I am trying to find. I don't really remember that. Oh, he did. Okay, he did.
You're doing some Googling.
That's what a side Twitch said, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
On College Dropout, he talked about spaceship.
Does the Gap? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but does the Gap still use like child labor or whatever?
I'm pretty sure the answer to that is probably this answer to the same answer, as the next question you're about to ask.
Okay, well, let's ask the next question. Are Zach Braff and Florence Pugh still together? Yes. How do I know? Because he liked the post where she apologized for her 17-year-old hair.
He liked it?
He liked the Instagram post.
That's nice.
So I think they're still together. All right, let's take a break. I've got to powder my face because I'm so sweaty. And maybe I'll, maybe I'll have a little fan. Maybe the studio needs a studio fan.
Like with your hand, you're going to fan yourself?
Yeah, maybe I need to fan myself.
That's the studio fan?
Between segments. Listen, it's not like I can hire an assistant.
To fan you?
To fan me. First of all, I have no money. I'm unemployed myself. Second of all, it's coronavirus times.
It's not nice to the assistant,
I don't want to make someone come to work just to fan me. But I would pay them a lot to do it if I had the money, which I don't. So it's not happening. Jack just saw me have like a meltdown because I'm so hot. What's wrong with me? I have no chill today. You know why? It's Cancer season. Everybody knows I'm a Cancer. My birthday is July 7th. And it's peak Cancer energy. Okay. I'm a triple Cancer, quadruple Capricorn, and my Cancer energy is overpowering everything in my life. And it's, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But it's good. And everybody should turn into my 30th birthday stream on July 7th on the other channel that I do shows on, twitch.tv/JackAM. We're going to be doing 30 hours of content in honor of my 30th year alive.
That's a lot of content.
I know, it'll be fun. It'll be really fun. It'll be really, really fun. And don't worry, we're going to do it's going to be like a fundraiser thing. I'm not going to do it out of the selfishness of my heart. That's only part of it. Okay? That's only part of it. All right. I know what you're all thinking. Yes, it's the same birthday as Ringo Starr.
Yeah, everyone was saying that.
Yes, it's the same birthday as Michelle Kwan. I know you're all thinking that.
I was.
Okay. So let's do some of our deeper dive stories for today. Let's talk about Bella Hadid and Hailey Bieber are in Europe right now. They were on a yacht trip. We talked about this the last episode. Turns out it is essential travel because they're modeling for Versace. Okay, this is a work trip. They definitely couldn't have done these photo shoots from the beaches in the United States. They had to spread their United States germs all over Europe to do these photo shoots for Versace. So yeah, they're in Europe for Versace. This is Hailey Bieber's first contract with Versace. Okay, big deal for Hailey Biebs. Also, you know, maybe she doesn't need to work because she and Justin, I guess, are suing these Twitter accounts for $20 million because these women accused Justin Bieber of sexual assault. So now Justin Bieber's suing them. Dark. You know what? Let's move on. Movie premieres are happening again. Movie premieres are officially like, they've decided, you know what? LA might be at its total peak of new COVID cases. It makes up more than half of the new cases in all of the state of California. And California is leading the entire United States, I believe, in COVID cases. Is that true, Jack?
I think so, yeah.
So why not start doing movie premieres now? Why not bring back movie premieres now when things could not be worse? When things are literally the worst they've ever been, why not start doing movie premieres now? Now's a great time to do movie premieres.
Perfect.
Right? Wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say LA, the epicenter of new COVID cases in the United States, why not start doing movie premieres here? Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Anyway, they had a movie premiere here on Wednesday for this film called A Typical Wednesday, directed by Jay Lee. Listen, they took precautions. They took everyone's temperatures. Everybody had to wear a mask. It was outside on a rooftop. Apparently, the venue could hold 200 seats, but they only invited 60 people. Okay?
Wow.
I still don't think this is a good idea. I don't know why we have to do movie premieres right now. Like, the movie isn't even coming out in theaters. It's just coming out on VOD. Did you have to do a whole premiere? I feel like
do it on Zoom. If it's only coming out online, you got to do it on Zoom.
It's at least dangerous for, like, the gig workers who, like, had to set up all those chairs and towels and, like, take everyone's temperatures, right?
Right.
Like, this isn't, like... This is a gig worker type of job. You're putting all these people... I mean, listen... I don't blame the gig workers. I just think it's a weird time to start doing movie premieres, frankly. Yeah, the director wanted to keep things safe and made sure there were all these precautions in place. So maybe it's fine. The theater that was at the Montalban rooftop in Hollywood. You know where this is, right, Jack?
I don't know if I do.
I think it's like right in the middle, like
yeah.
right by like Hollywood and Vine type of area. I think it's like right by that, like where that Equinox is. The Hollywood Equinox. I think it's around there somewhere. And there's a great Trader Joe's there. Yeah, Trader Joe's and Equinox. Yeah, Chill Future in the chat agrees with me. Let's see, who was there? Daveed Diggs was there. He was kind of, I feel like, the most famous person there. So I feel like big name celebrities are still like, no, we're not going to movie premieres. Like, we're staying home. But Daveed Diggs was there. He's the guy from Hamilton. He played Thomas Jefferson. You know Daveed Diggs. I mean, you don't know him, but you know who he is. Right?
Me?
Who else would I be talking to?
The Chad. Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, we know who he is. Here's a shot of what the outdoor screen looked like. It's like, you know, the sun goes down. They do there's a little stage. The chairs are spaced apart. I don't know. It's just dark that this is happening. It feels odd.
It looks bad.
It doesn't look like a great, like, it looks like, you know, it's like, it's fine. They tried something. Here's the group shot of the cast with the director, because, you know, we gotta shout out the cast. for braving out this premiere
Not far away enough
in
from
the
each other.
midst of a pandemic. I know. Here's the reason why I wanted to show this picture. Here's the cast of the film. And I think, like, you know, this, like, is a cast of, I think, mostly, like, up-and-coming actors. And I feel bad that this premiere... I mean, maybe it's good press for the movie that this is, like, the first premiere since premieres are happening. But I do think that they had the cast stand, like, maybe 1.5 feet apart from each other. It looks like they're still trying to not be apart. Like, they're not putting their arms around each other or anything, but they're still definitely way closer than 6 feet from each other, and none of them are wearing masks for the red carpet. Let's see. Let me just list off their names. It's Brescia Webb, Lee, who's the director, Cooper J, Friedman, and Raver Lampman. So that's the cast. Here's someone getting their temperature taken to get into the premiere. Bleak, weird, surreal, dark. Anyway, the movie's out today. I'm not trying to bash the movie. I'm just thinking maybe it wasn't the best idea to do a premiere, but it's called A Typical Wednesday. What do you think, Jack? Should we move on?
I wouldn't be going to a premiere right about now.
I wouldn't be going to a premiere. It stresses me out. It's like... stressful. I hope everyone's...
Thank you, J.W. Grimey.
Oh, thank
for
you.
the subscription.
I hope everybody's safe and not sick that went to that premiere.
Yeah.
You should all get tested. You're probably not watching Hot and Rich, though. That's for sure. So who am I to tell you what to do? Okay. What's next? Oh, Gia Gunn. Speaking of coronavirus. Gia Gunn doesn't think coronavirus is real. She thinks it's a hoax. Gia Gunn is one of the drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race. I found this out because Evan Ross Katz tweeted out this video from her Instagram Live. Evan said, can you make it bigger, Jack?
Oh, sure.
Evan said, here's Gia Gunn on IG Live sharing that she thinks this whole COVID-19 thing is a hoax. All right, let's watch the video.
I think the whole mask thing is fucking ridiculous. I honestly think this whole COVID-19 thing is a hoax. I think everybody that is, taking precautions is cute and it's definitely the thing to do, but I also think a lot of people are brainwashed. I think the more and more that we look around and see each other with masks on, the more influenced we're going to be to also have to put our masks on, which then to me insinuates that things are not okay.
Things are not
I'm
okay.
here to tell you guys that I think things are more okay than what the government is allowing us to think.
Things are not okay, Gia. That's so reckless to post that. Oh my God. I feel like we haven't gotten like that many famous people being like, COVID's a hoax. And so it's like when you have any platform at all for you to be saying that is like actively dangerous. Like, first of all, not true. Anything that she just said is not true. Do not listen to Gia Gunn for your advice on the pandemic. She is an anti-mask person, it sounds like. Don't be an anti-mask person. Please wear your masks. Everybody, I'm begging you, please wear your masks. I have so much anxiety about the non-mask wearers. It vexes me. It keeps me up at night. I woke up at 3 a.m, couldn't go back to sleep for an hour last night because I was thinking about all the people who refuse to wear masks. What's up with that? Can you hear this siren that's going on behind me?
I hear something.
There's like a whole bunch of sirens. Probably because people didn't wear masks. Okay, so put your masks on. Put your freaking masks on. Oh, we've got a very, very horny Friday story up next. Jack, this story is so horny Friday. I don't think that you're going to be... This might be too much for you, Jack.
I don't like uncouth stuff, so, could be a problem.
Okay, so like my friend Kelby texts me this article from yesterday on Just Jared. And it's this photo set of paparazzi photos, like clearly taken from far away. I don't know if they knew they're being filmed. But listen, I feel like I'm allowed to make fun of Timothée Chalamet because he traveled internationally to go on a vacation with his hot girlfriend. But like, he's doing sex stuff in public, I think. I think the takeaway here is he's doing sex stuff in public. And this is entertainment to me. I find this amusing, and I hope you do too. I thought maybe we could just look through this photo set and try to figure out what's going on. I think it's a handy. I think he's getting handy in his private pool at his resort that he traveled internationally to Cabo San Lucas to go to be with his girlfriend, Mexican actress Eliza Gonzalez, sorry. That was a typo in my script. I know her name is Eliza. Yeah. Let's look at these. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Sexual. Sexual, right? That's sexual. Let's go to the next one. This one's very sexual. He's gripping the edge of the infinity pool. Like, in a sexual way. That's some Horny Friday shit right there. I mean, he's celebrating Horny Friday. Maybe he watches Hot and Rich. Let's go to the next one. In this one, he's still holding on to the edge of the infinity pool. This is like probably the horniest Friday we've ever had on this show. Not that I'm horny from this. I actually do not find Timothée attractive. But that's okay. That's my personal opinion. I still can acknowledge that it's a Horny Friday content. What's next? Is there more? There's some more shots here. Now he's behind her and she's... Something's happening. Something's happening. Who am I to say what? But it's something. Certainly something. Okay. More stuff. A lot of stuff happening. Seems like some stuff is happening. Some sexual stuff. Side Twitch says that there's penetration. I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying that. What's up? What's next? Is that it, Jack?
That's it.
Okay. That's the horniest Friday content of all time. And while I was doing that Horny Friday content, we got a hype train going.
Wow.
So thank you for everybody that's hopping on board the hype train. If you don't know what a hype train is, it's a Twitch thing where people do stuff on Twitch that supports the show. If you're listening to this as a podcast or on the YouTube channel, I encourage you to subscribe on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch subscription every month. So it's a great way to support the show, and it doesn't even have to cost you anything. But so thanks for doing the hype train, everybody. Let's keep it going in honor of Horny Friday and Timmy Chalamet, who maybe we're watching him, have his first vacation with a girl. I don't know. He's 24 and he's living his best life, traveling internationally during a pandemic while we all sit in fear of death. It's nice to see someone's not afraid. Someone's not crippled by what's going on in the world, and somebody is thriving. Maybe at the expense of other lives. People do work at this hotel, and he did bring, I'm assuming, some germs from the United States over here. Maybe he wasn't infected. Who knows? Scary times. Scary, scary times. Let's move on, though. Jack. This next thing.
Yeah.
Is a lot.
I completely had my eyes covered for the entirety of the last segment.
Was it too horny?
As soon as I saw that there was any sort of uncouth stuff going on, I peeked through to make sure that I wasn't, going too far or anything like that. But I've just been sitting here just barely peeking through my fingers.
It's too much for you, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Jack doesn't like inappropriate engagements.
Yeah.
As a form of entertainment. And I support him. He's very prudish. He's prudish Friday. Jack has prudish Friday while I have horny Friday.
Yeah.
All right. No more Horny Friday content, okay? This is now,
Thank
the rest
God.
of the show is sexless.
Couth Friday.
The only thing horny about the rest of this show is going to be my beautiful, fun, flirty cocktail that I'm going to need a refresher on during the next break. Because I'm almost done with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost done with it. I'm almost done with my fun, flirty cocktail. Oh, looks like there's some string in here. How did it get so dirty? the inside of my cup. It's a green string in here. The fuck? Why is there a green string in my drink?
Uh-oh.
A green string. Like, now I can't find it. Did I just hallucinate?
It's probably just a little bit from the lime.
No, it looked like thread.
So did you just hallucinate on air?
It's gone! Oh, no, it's there.
Oh, okay.
I can't get it out. Okay, found it. What is this? Sorry, this is not entertaining. I just... You know what? You know what? What is this? Did you see it? Did you see this? It's not hair. It's green. I have to edit this out. This is not good content. It looks like a green pube. I truly don't know what it is.
Well, you got some of the Joker's hair.
Yeah, I think it was the Joker's hair, Jack. That's
Hair
the
of the
only
Joker.
logical explanation.
Hair of the Joker that bit you. You got the Joker's hair.
Goddamn. Okay. You're probably right. Okay, this next topic is more than it seems. Okay. Let's just get into it. I found this clip. Brittany posted it like a couple hours ago on her Instagram. It seems innocuous at first. Watch the beginning of the clip, and then the second part of the clip is going to blow your mind, but just watch the beginning.
Hi guys, I'm in my gym today, and yes, it is the gym that I burnt down. It's still not fixed yet, but I'm getting there. Anyhow, I'm going to show you guys what I do to work out. It's really kind of hard because there's a lot of repetition on one muscle group. It's a lot like Pilates, but without the weights. And it gets hard because there's so much repetition. Anyhow.
Anyway, I like how she says repetition.
Repetitions.
She says repetitions. Brittany is sweet. Brittany is sweet. It's not sped up. That is just how she talks. Oh, you couldn't hear it. Should we play it again? Can you turn the volume up?
Let me see.
Some people said they couldn't hear
Hi
it.
guys, I'm in my gym today, and yes, it is the gym that I burnt down. It's still not fixed yet, but I'm getting there. Anyhow, I'm going to show you guys what I do to work out. It's really kind of hard because there's a lot of repetition on one muscle.
Okay, basically what she's saying is that she is in the gym that she burnt down. And it's still not fixed yet, but it's getting there. Okay, fun, classic Britney Spears Instagram content. She's got a crop top on, tiny little low-rise shorts. It seems like, oh, like she's at it again. Oh, Britney's at it again. She's doing funny stuff on Instagram, but it's more than just that, I think, this time, because I actually watched the full video, and there's a part at the end that truly feels so weird that I think it's a secret message from Britney. It's a cry for help. Now, Jack, is there a way to boost the audio?
Give me 1 second here, and I'll do my absolute
Probably
best.
going to be a little quiet again.
Oh, Christ.
But we're going to have to watch this a couple times. So,
All right, you want me to play it?
yeah, play it.
Okay guys, so this is just to prove that I shot this workout video on June 21st, Father's Day. As you can see, right there, June 21st. And you know what that means. July 4th is coming up very soon. It's time to celebrate.
What was that? Does a whole workout video for literally 5 minutes. And at the end, she says, just to prove to you guys that I shot this video on June 21st, Father's Day. And then she shows the camera app on her smartphone to prove the date. Like, is that not a cry for help or a secret message or something like that? I'm not a free Britney person. I'm mostly a leave Britney alone person. But she posted this on her public social media, and I'm like racking my brain trying to figure out why. Play it again. Just the end of the video. This is the very end.
Okay guys, so this is just to prove that I shot this workout video on June 21st, Father's Day. As you can see, right there, June 21st. And you know what that means. July 4th is coming up very soon. It's time to celebrate.
I think it's about her dad, because she is, I think, in a legal battle with her dad because he is in charge of her entire finances. He has he's like, what's it called, Jack? He's in charge of her life. What is that called?
Oh yeah, it's called like
what is that called?
I don't fucking know.
He's like her guardian.
Conservator.
Conservator. So he has conservatorship over her whole life. Obviously, she's probably not going to celebrate Father's Day with him. She seems like she's had trouble with him for a while. Her kids aren't allowed to see him anymore because he shoved one of her sons. It's dark. It's very dark. And like some weird stuff is going on. And she's like trying to prove that she posted this video today, but she's trying to prove that she filmed it on Father's Day. I want to just make this picture of her camera, her phone, showing her calendar. I'm going to show you this exact frame. If any forensic film scientists are watching.
Any forensic film scientists out there?
Tell me if you can make out what she's trying to tell us with this flash of her phone. What are the other things in her calendar? What is going on? Because I don't think she's really trying to say July 4th is coming soon. It's time to celebrate. Like, I don't believe that. That's why.
Could be.
It's got to be something deeper. Something weird is happening with Britney. She's trying to tell us something. Okay. Let's talk about John Krasinski. This is the meat and potatoes of today's show. Jack, you know about this story.
Oh, yeah.
John Krasinski. We think that he has an alt Twitter account. That's like, an alt Twitter account would be like he made an additional Twitter account under like a fake name to post to people pretending he's someone else. But really, we think it's John Krasinski. How did this all start? Well, let's backtrack a little bit. Okay, there's this broadcaster and comedian named Cody Johnston. He hosts a show called Some More News, and he has called John Krasinski out in the past for maybe like borrowing his idea. Maybe there's some, intellectual property theft allegedly, or it has at the very least been alleged. So he also made a video earlier this week calling out John Krasinski for not donating the money he made from his astronomical sale of Some Good News to CBS. So here's a clip of Cody Johnston's video that he made.
Who would have thought that a YouTube show hosted by the star of one of the most successful comedy series ever, featuring cameos by other actors from that comedy series, and also Brad Pitt, would have been so immediately successful, and would then be sold after a bidding war to a major network that at the exact same time went ahead and laid off a bunch of people. Like a lot of people, including many...
I gotta say, that's just a small clip. I linked the whole thing in the show notes, but this guy, he's like me. He's like doing an indie show about news. So you gotta respect Cody Johnston. But yeah, so apparently Cody Johnston found out that this Twitter account that was created yesterday had only posted replies defending John Krasinski. Here's Cody's tweet. Okay, so Cody said, quote, "This account was made today, and these are their only tweets. So I guess I'm wondering, is this definitely John Krasinski or probably John Krasinski?" At first I was like, maybe it's just like a John Krasinski super fan, but the way that these tweets are written on this account sounds like it has to be John Krasinski, right? Here, I pulled some of the tweets. We can read them if we want. Okay, so Jack, what do you think? Do you want to read these?
Sure. And some dude named Cody who runs the Some More News, or whatever, is claiming Krasinski stole from him. Like they're so comparable or something. He's claiming Krasinski copied him. How did people get so cynical and entitled? There is some strange social media campaign run by extreme left Antifa Twitter accounts and bots trying to cancel John Krasinski because he plays Jack Ryan, sold SGN. I can't keep up with their insane claims. I hope people are smart enough not to fall for this shit. Rolling eyes emoji. And again, John has never tweeted or retweeted any specific CIA social media or support posts. Responding to someone else. Yes, and he further clarified that comment, but of course people on the far left don't care about that. He visited Langley when he got the role. He met with people who thwarted a terrorist attack, risking their own lives and had kids at home. He clarified when asked about the CIA.
Okay, weird. Sounds like it's John Krasinski, right? Do you think this is John Krasinski's alt Twitter account?
I do.
I definitely do. It's literally just replies defending John Krasinski about like mostly the CIA thing. Which, by the way, I don't know if John Krasinski is CIA. That's just a fun internet joke.
You know, you feel like if he was actually CIA, they would do a better job at like responding to people than just him doing it himself.
I don't think he's CIA because I do think these are his tweets.
Yeah.
And I think if he was CIA, he'd maybe not be so blatant. But yeah, we don't have to read this one. It's more of the same thing. But go to the next one, Jack. So he says, read this reply. You don't have to
Someone was like, did the CIA consult on this? He says, this Krasinski is a CIA op shit, needs to rest. The dude is a Democrat that lives in Brooklyn. He plays Jack Ryan on a TV show. It's called acting. He made one statement about respecting the CIA members who he met who have families and went on to clarify and amend his statement.
Okay. Again, more of the same. He keeps saying he lives in Brooklyn, by the way. Here's one where he says...
Guy says, John Krasinski is a useless silver spoon sucking, he's rude to John Krasinski. And then this person responds, great, well, John lives in Brooklyn, so you might get your chance. He's also 6'4" and 200 pounds of muscle and Navy SEAL and weapons trained. I encourage you to find him so you can do just that. Tell them to, they faces.
Yeah, this is John Krasinski, right? Like,
I think so.
allegedly, right? Like, he's like 6'4" and 200 pounds of muscle. I think someone pointed out on Twitter that his Wikipedia only says he's 6'3", so it would make sense that he like tacks on an inch if it's the real.
Like
John
I'm 5'6".
Krasinski. Jack, you're 5'4".
No.
Anyway, point proven. Men always tack on an inch to their height.
Men always do it that way.
Let's go to the next. Is there more tweets?
No, just the account.
Okay, so this is like what his account looks like today. It looks like he's like gone in a different direction where now he's leaning into pretending he's John Krasinski. We talked about this on Jack AM, and we came to the conclusion that he probably deleted the account and someone else scooped it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's why we actually think it's John Krasinski, because someone did the work. Okay, let's look at this. Sarah B _34 on Twitter said, y'all, okay, how would you describe this? Okay, how do you do this, Jack?
When you go to do a password reset, it shows you the email address attached to the account on Twitter, but with like stars in it. And so this person noticed that the email attached to the Johnny Gorp 85 account could be John Krasinski at Outlook.com.
Yeah. It looks like with the starred out letters, it's the exact same amount of characters as John Krasinski at Outlook.com, which, I mean, I totally would believe that that's his email. Here's the thing about famous people. Their email addresses are incredibly easy to get.
It's always their name.
It's always their
at
name.
Whatever service is the place where they bought the computer.
At like Mac.com, at AOL.com. It's not usually Gmail. But sometimes it is Gmail. Celebrity emails are extremely easy to guess. Anyway, yeah, this is hilarious. He's clearly incredibly thin-skinned, but he's so rich and so A-list that he can't ever do this as himself. Like, he can't be on Twitter like this. He's got a squeaky clean, like, action movie star, like, probably public persona and PR team that would never allow this to happen, which is why I do think the account he probably deleted the account. Some troll scooped it up. Anyway, so funny to me. What do you think, Jack? What do you think of this?
I think that this guy made the big error of getting really, really mad online.
Why didn't he donate the money from
because he wants
the sale
to
of
have
some good news? Like, can you imagine profiting off of COVID-19 as an already very rich person?
Yeah, but he now wants to keep it.
He's a Democrat from Brooklyn, Jack.
And he's also 5'5" and 60 pounds of muscle.
I know, 5'5".
And whatever it was, 6'6" and 500 pounds of muscle.
That's your height, Jack. 5'5". Yeah, I think it's him. I also don't really, I don't believe he's a Democrat, but whatever. He might be very, very, very center-right Democrat. Anyway. We'll take a mini break, and we're going to end the show by looking at this Democrat from Brooklyn's $15.3 million Brooklyn home. We'll be right back. I know I only have 2 minutes of the show left, but I did need to refresh my cocktail to get through the next 2 minutes. Okay, because it's cancer season, it's summer, and I need a fun, flirty cocktail to end out this horny Friday. So cheers to all of you. And once again, please DM me the pictures of your horny Friday cocktails or beverages, and I'll repost them to the show account, okay? So cheers to you. This is the Braff. This drink is called the Braff. It's club soda, tequila, ginger beer, lime, and mint leaf. The Braff. Make your own The Braff next week. Okay, everybody, let's close out the show by looking at this Democrat from Brooklyn's $15.3 million home. He and Emily Blunt just bought this, I think maybe a year ago, maybe a little less than that. It's an entire floor of this building called the Standish, which is a stupid name. It's in Brooklyn Heights, where like the real estate is so insanely expensive. It's all these like super multi-million-dollar townhouses and stuff, and then this building used to be like an old like 20s hotel, but now it's very, very, very expensive condos. Matt Damon lives there. He lives in the penthouse. I believe Emily Blunt and John Krasinski live on the 8th floor. I don't know why I know that. I guess I'm doxing them, but there are many articles about this, so I don't think so. Yeah, it's like supposed to be better paparazzi proof than their last home. That's why they bought it. But it's enormous. It's like literally giant. It's an entire floor of a former hotel. Yeah, look at this living room. Very modern. Kind of looks like they stripped out a lot of the personality that would have been in this hotel and just made it like plain white walls. The windows are nice. They're kind of these big arches. Lots of natural light. Wouldn't you want to live here and tweet from your alt account about how you're definitely not CIA? Let's look at more pictures. Yeah, here's another photo of just, you know, a clean lines, white room. It's very like all white, kind of actually boring. I find this home to be a little boring. I feel like maybe if I lived here, I would be so bored that I would make an alt Twitter account to like reply to people talking shit about me and get really defensive, even though I live in a very big apartment and have all the money in the world and children. Instead, I would count my money while replying to tweets about me. It's pretty, but it's boring. This kitchen is, you know, it's all white. There's some gray marble. It's sleek, I would say, but not overly modern. I would say it's boring. It is. There's no character. Like, this is a building from the 1920s. Like, don't you think that this would have had like way more charm and character in it before they gutted it and made it for millionaires? Like, it has views of the East River and like all of Manhattan, and you just take out all the charm and make the walls like blank and nothing. Yeah, here's like a kid's room. High ceilings, lots of light, but not that much flavor, you know?
Very Shining. Looks The Shining to me.
This color palette for the kids' room is very The Shining. It's like blue and red checker floor. I do not think that this is how it looks probably. I think that he would have probably restyled this. These are the real estate listing photos from, I think, right when they bought it. So this isn't what it exactly looks like. This is like staging most likely, but it's terrifying staging. Terrifying staging. If you're listening to the podcast version of the show, pop over to the YouTube page and see if you want to check out, you know, towards the end of the show, you can see all the images if you go to the YouTube. Any other shots at this house? Here's a bathroom.
Wood bathroom?
Yeah, it's like nice wood stuff. Very simple. Kind of, you know, basic, simple design. Looks expensive. That's the thing. Is it looks expensive. And when you're buying a $15.3 million, I shouldn't say house, it's an apartment. It's a condo. Floor of a former hotel. You want it to look expensive because you're paying a lot of money for it. I don't like it though. I wouldn't spend $15.3 million on this. I guess you're paying for the view of Manhattan, like in the neighborhood, and like I'm sure it's a high security building. The paparazzi can't get in. Matt Damon's your neighbor. I guess that's why you spend $15.3 million. I guess that's not even that much money for John Krasinski. That's probably not even as much as he made selling Some Good News to CBS at the same time that CBS had to lay off like a ton of employees. He probably made more than that on the sale of Some Good News. How much do you think John Krasinski made on Some Good News that he didn't donate? He made money and didn't donate. How much do you think?
Millions and millions of dollars, like tens of millions of dollars.
I think he made $100 million.
Maybe $100 million.
Is that too much?
It depends on, I don't know. There was a bidding war.
Okay, I think he made, maybe 100's too high. I think he made more than he spent on this apartment. Let's say that.
I think so too.
I would say he made 20.
Easy.
I would say he made 20 million on that sale. While the rest of us are, you know, unemployed, dying.
Easy.
He made probably more than he spent on this $15.3 million house in Brooklyn. House, not a house, condo, whatever. Are there any more photos or is this it?
That's it.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching Hot and Rich and supporting the show. Jack, bring me back up to just me. I don't want to stare at that ugly bathroom anymore. I want to quickly shout out the creators of the Hot and Rich theme song. I feel like I should say their names every episode and I always forget. Hog Trucker and Kate Shapiro made the theme song and it's so good. So thank you, Hog Trucker and Kate Shapiro, for the theme song. Thank you, Jack Allison, my producer, for being the voice in the booth. You're doing great, Jack.
Hey, thanks.
And hey, I really could use some Apple Podcast reviews. So if you like the show, consider dropping an Apple Podcast review or two. And watch the YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube, support the show. Hey, tune into my 30-hour birthday stream on July 7th. And abolish the police. All right, I'll see you all on Monday. Until next time, stay hot and stay rich.
I'm so fucking rich and hot. I'm so